So, hey everyone. So, how do I edit? My eye's doing weird crap today. Yeah, some kind of thing going on. Anyway, so how do I edit? Well, I'm editing a manuscript right now. It's due on the 27th. I have to turn it in. Um, and what I do is I put on whichever song is looping in my head or whichever song I like to listen to. And then I put it on loop on YouTube. So when you do that, what you have to do is you have to wait till the whichever video it is starts. And then you have to right click on the little bar at the bottom where it has a play, the play button. And you click on right, and then it'll give you all these actions you can do. So you click down until you hit loop and you click it. And that's what I do. And then I put everything on loop and I listen to it and I get it done, whatever I'm doing. Now, if I write a poem, okay, and let's say I wrote it to a certain song, what I will do is at the bottom of the poem, I'll put whatever song I was writing to. And sometimes I will listen to that. Sometimes I won't. It depends on which poem I'm doing and what kind of mood I'm in. So that happens sometimes. Let's see what else. I'm on page 50 on the manuscript, but the part that I have to turn in, I'm actually on, let's see, I think 47 or 48 because I didn't put a table of contents on there or anything like that, which I'm not, because this is the manuscript that's going to be turned in. I'll hear back from them in April. If I don't hear back from them in April, what I'll go ahead and do is go ahead and publish it so it's already edited, already ready to go, and I don't have to do anything except put it out there on the net. That is what I'm doing. The good thing about this book, Brilliance Reigns, is I did a lot of editing while I was working on my book, so there's not a whole lot I'm having to really do. There's a few I've had to write from scratch because I just put the idea on paper and I left it on my computer. I've done that many times, or like I write like a short little poem or whatever, put it on my phone, and then upload it and deal with it later. I've got a lot on Drive that I have to deal with. The very short ones, what I do is I just put them on my phone and upload them to Instagram. So there's a ton on Instagram if you want to read my poetry there. But the longer pieces that I work on my phone, I upload them into my poetry file, and then I'll work on them later, which they will go into different books, because obviously, I cannot put large pictures of poetry up on Instagram because, you have to zoom in and you have to read them, and that's like fucking annoying to me. I don't want to do that. If it's a short poem or something, I'll read it. If it's a long poem and you want me to read it or something, just send it to me on Facebook. I have other friends that do that, and I always read their poems. Let's see, what else have I been doing? That's about it. So my book will either be out either in April or June. Okay, those are the two dates I'm going for. If it's approved by the publisher, it'll be out in June. Okay, if it's not, what I'll do is I'll put it out in April. So it'll be, I guess, out around Easter time, maybe something like that. But the thing is when you're editing and self-publishing, you have to order a print of the book and make sure that that everything inside looks right and is fine, and that there's no mistakes. So that's the only thing with that. And it's important to do that because the printed books, unless you're only doing an ebook, and it's still important to read over everything. I happen to catch mistakes better sometimes when I read them in print. So like if I'm reading Anne Rice's book, and Anne Rice is notorious for this, she has in her contract that she can edit all her own books now. So sorry, I'm on my phone. I have to get a thing to hold it up and a light for it. But she edits all her own books. But when I read one of her books, I can always find the errors in them. And I'm the same way when I read one of my own books, unfortunately. But I'm getting better at editing and not freaking out about it and not being stressed out, which is good. The first book was very stressful. I did Through the Silent Caldera. So stressful. This book has been pretty damn easy. The songs I'm editing to in last week have been Jamiroquai, Virtual Reality, Highly Suspect, My Name is Human, and I think that's all I've edited to. Yeah, because I haven't felt well the last couple of days, so I've been having to play certain music to get my body to work. So my arthritis has been like kicking my ass lately and not wanting to work. And today was very hard for me to get out of bed. So usually I get a lot more sleep, and then my body functions better, and I don't have to deal so much with everything. But I forgot to take my nerve medication today before I drove, which is like not a good thing to do. So yeah, but anyway, I'm getting in a different truck so I can drive better, and it's got a lot more cushion, a lot more shocks and things like that, so I can deal with driving better and things like that. And hopefully Lily can drive it. So she is a good driver, but she scared the hell out of me like a week ago, and I like literally thought I was on a roller coaster. And it's my fault. I should have took her on a flat lane, and I didn't. It's totally my fault on that. I didn't take her to the mall this week. I was supposed to take her to the mall this Sunday, but it was raining and everything, and I was just like, no. Let's see, what else am I doing on editing? Any of the simple poetry I put up on Instagram, eventually I'll probably yank some of it down, a majority of it down, and put it in a book. What I'll do is leave the best ones up, probably, and then move them on to a different format. But I would like I still like my pages in color. I know that's like something I'm like trying to find out if I can do right now, and I don't know if I can like have pages on color without having to pay out a shitload of money on the prints, or either on digital. And I don't know if that's an issue on digital. I wouldn't think it would be, but it might be because of the formatting. It might be because I pay to get my ebooks formatted. I don't do it myself, because every time I try to do it myself, it would turn into like a lot of gibberish and a lot of code that would come up on the pages, and it was a mess. If you're an author, do not do the ebook yourself. Pay someone to do it. It's $69 at the most on CreateSpace, and it will save you like a shitload of anxiety and problems. I mean, there are people who do that. And don't do your book cover unless you want to do it, Have someone else do it. Like, I'm going to have someone else do my book cover again because I don't want to do it. That's not something I'm interested in. The thing is I'm a perfectionist, right? And so if I were to do a book cover, it would just be, oh my God, I would never stop editing the thing. I just wouldn't. And I would do all the graphics and stuff and never stop, and it would be ridiculous. So I guess my point is, when you're self-publishing, know when your limits. You don't have to do everything. You're not required to do everything. Just do what you're good at, and the rest will fall into place. I guess that's what I'm trying to say today. Anyway, that's about it. That's all I'm doing. I want to lay down, but then if I lay down, I have to get up and drive, and I don't want to drink more coffee. So that's a problem. So I don't want to do that. I don't need to drink a lot of coffee. But some of the issues I have going on, because it actually makes it worse. So anyway, I'm going to watch Bates Motel. I love Bates Motel. I think this is last season. I hate when you have a show and they cancel your favorite shows. It's annoying. And I guess that's about it. So if you're self-publishing, be patient with yourself. That's all you can do. It's a learning curve. It's a big learning curve. And have fun editing. If you don't have fun editing and you can't enjoy what you're doing, like a lot of my poems, I will I cannot talk today. I cannot, anyway, I will rewrite certain parts of them, and then other parts I will leave, because if I change the meaning of them, it will fuck everything up, and I know that. So, I mean, if it's something you're fine with what you've written and you just want to, let's say, have someone look over it and correct your grammatical errors, that's fine. But if you'll slow down and just take your time and read it, you'll find all those grammatical errors in the first place. So anyway, have a good day, everyone. Bye. This is the last video I'm doing because I need to be asleep, really. And I can't wait till Brianna is home and done with outpatient and we can sleep in and she can get enough rest. She's not getting enough rest either. She's very tired. So, yeah, I'll be glad when that's over. All right, love you all. Bye.